Hey guys, it's Anna here. Welcome to a new video. Today I am making a really cute, hopefully, wall hanging. So let's jump into it. So for today's project, I'll be using this 5mm 3-ply cord in this, I think the color is called Laurel, and it's this green / grayish color, very kind of cool toned. And I will be pairing it with this metallic silver. This is just 3mm single twist cord, and I'll be making a really cool fringe out of this one. And the only other supply I will need is my wooden dowel. This one has just some really nice coloring to it, which, yeah, I mean, I know that I'm just going to put cords all over it, so you're not going to be able to see so much of it. But still, when I saw it in the store, I was like, yes, that will look so good with the color of my cords today. And that's it for the supplies, so let me show you the process. I've put up my first two cords with the Lark's head knot. This one on the right is equal, so these ends are the same length, but this one on the left, this side is a little bit longer. The difference isn't that big, but it is just a couple, 1 or 2 centimeters maybe. And that is because in this semicircle pattern that we're going to do, which you've seen me do before, this cord goes all the way over here and needs to make another Lark's head knot on this side. So we need a little bit more length on here than on this side. And this difference in the length, it's going to get bigger and bigger as we start adding more and more cords here, because it will need to make cross a larger space to get to the other side. So now what we will do is take the longer cord, and we will put 2 double half hitches on it from these 2 cords. 2 double half hitches are up, and now we are going to make another Lark's head knot up here. So first, we're going to take this cord over the dowel and then through here. So again, to the front, and now over this cord here, underneath the dowel, and then over it back into place here. And ta-da, that makes another Lark's head knot. Now I'm adding a new cord, and I'll just repeat the same process with the double half hitches. And by the way, the taped ends are there to prevent any unraveling, because as you can see, the 3-ply cord is very easy to unravel. So to keep it in shape, I'm putting the tape on the ends. Now, when I put up my first 2 double half hitches in this row, I see I have this really big gap here. That's where I need to put in an extra cord. It's going to be the same at the bottom, so just a regular Lark's head knot, but we're going to do the reverse so that in the end, it looks like this. This is how it normally looks. This is just the reverse side to make it more kind of blend in with the other cords on the sides. And now we just continue. And again, I feel like there is another rather bigger gap here, so I want to add in another cord just like we did here. And this is what you're going to do throughout the entire piece. Just keep adding cords like this whenever you see there is a bigger gap. That makes this pattern really great and easy to do is how easy it is to manage cords that are running out. So I'm working right here, and I've got this little guy who is just too short to make another double half hitch. So what I'm going to do instead is take another piece of cord and put it on here, just like we're doing when adding cords into gaps. And I'm simply going to skip over this one completely. I'll just leave it in the back. Later, I'll deal with that and clean it up, and now I can just keep going. So I'm done with this largest section. Now I will do the exact same pattern just in fewer rows on the sides here. This one has 12 rows, so the little ones should be half of that, but we'll see how the measurements kind of add up once I start working on it. So all 3 semicircles are done. Now I'm going to trim all of the cords to maybe about this length, and I'll use my hot glue gun and glue all of them to the back from the other side so that they all disappear. And then it's onto the silver cord. Semicircles are all cleaned up, everything is attached to the back, and now for the Silva Fringe. I've got this pretty long cord, and the idea is that I'm going to attach this with the Lark's head knot in 4 places. I'm gonna start over here, and then you see how I left these 2 little spaces here. I'll basically kind of attach it like this, and then keep going kind of on the outside of those semicircles, and then the last one on this side here. But first, so I'll start on right here as I was saying, and then I'll start putting on the shorter silver cords with the Lark's head knot onto this one along the side here. And just before I'll attach it here, I'm also going to use the hot glue gun to kind of stick it to make sure that it's really well attached to here. I'll show you to make sure it's clear. All of the fringe pieces, I added 1 row of double half hitch knots just to secure all of the pieces in place. And you also saw me use the hot glue gun to stick these to make sure they are just very tight, tightly connected to the semicircle. And now comes the most fun part that I've been looking forward to the entire time I was making this, which is brushing this fringe out. And why I'm looking forward to it is because these cords are a little bit different. They have a cotton middle, yes, but then they're coated in this, what do you call it? It's not cotton what's coating these cords, and what that does is it makes them super easy to brush out. And you see, I'm holding this brush that I will be using, which is different than my regular brush. I, on purpose, want these very thick and far apart bristles, because here's what we're going to do. I'll show you here on these middle cords. I'll take one of the cords, take the brush, and stick this very first bristle, or the metal stick, in the middle here at the top, and then just pull it down, and look at that. It is so fun to brush these out and watch them as they untangle so easily. And so I'm going to literally be doing maybe 2-3 strokes on each of these, and then I'll be done. And here we are. I have to say the fringe turned out to be a lot less fun than I was hoping for. I had to use my other brush as well, this one, in the end to brush it out and stop it from turning. And I mean, it's still, I don't know how much you can see on the camera. Actually, on the camera, I feel like it looks better than what I see here, but it just might be the different angles. But yeah, I had to use this one to brush it out really well to stop the fringe from turning and to make it look better. And then you can also see I trimmed the ends to kind of copy the semicircles up here. And that's it. I think this was, again, one of those projects that looks a lot better in my head than in reality, or maybe a little bit better in my head than in reality. But oh well, that happens sometimes, and sometimes it's the reverse. In my head, I can't even imagine how great it's going to look in the end. I hope you've enjoyed the video anyways and the tutorial, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.